Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. Bitcoin, good job on your ETF, it's done really well. You're now third. It was David vs. Goliath, so this is a great win for us. We're still not done. In fact, the wirehouses that buy most of our products are what make our business interesting. The managers at Morgan Stanley, UBS, Merrill Lynch, at B of A, and Wells Fargo are all guilty of this. None of them have agreed to let Bitcoin use their site. That hasn't even taken place yet. Also, those are our main clients. Wait until you see what happens. The organizations came next, and then the governments did. That is, the ship has left port. It has, yes, and this isn't just a tech thing. Oh, that's a new type of asset, right? Besides that, it's a worldwide money system. As far as I know, it is the first global private, digital, independent rules-based system that is not supervised by the government. That word is very important. Money system based on rules and history. This is a big thought. Something called Bitcoin Brainstorm was what we did. Every month we have a Bitcoin Brainstorm. One of them was how Bitcoin and AI were coming together. And we had a writer whose name is Roast Beef, which you may know from the Lightning Network. He was also talking about how this merger is already changing the way work is divided in Africa. I'm talking about the gig economy that we know in the US. In the emerging countries, the micro-gig economy takes that to a whole new level. You also have a new type of business. That's why it is very exciting. We have a lot of different measures. But when I worked at Abundance, our big goal was to make $1.5 million in 5 years. That would have been 2027. There's still time. We still believe that will be right. Just look at how hard institutions are trying to get into Bitcoin. As a new type of asset, they need to think about it as a duty. When you hear the phrase new asset class, it means that these results are not very similar to those of other assets. You need something that isn't tied to stocks and bonds, especially since they are becoming more linked. Yes, without a doubt, of course. So they need to think about it. So what do we mean now? Bitcoin has 19.6 million units out there right now. It will reach 21 million units at its peak. Okay, so there is real value in shortage. What is going to happen? For every big dollar that comes in now, the price will go up a lot more than it did last year, which was 2 years ago. We're going to talk about whether or not these groups really want to own it. I learned something interesting this morning. When prices move up, like when the price of Bitcoin moves up, long-term buyers usually show up. This is something we keep an eye on. It's a measure for on-chain analytics. It also includes people or banks that haven't moved their Bitcoin in at least 155 days. Well, after a nice price rise like the one we've seen in the last year, that tends to start going down. Like always, it did that, but it has changed its mind since then because we heard that GBTC sold some of its Bitcoin. It's been a while since those wallets were changed, right? That's all done, at least for now. That's now over, and it will go up again as the price rises. That's not common at all. And I think it's because long-term holders are asking themselves, why would I sell now when I know that all of these institutions that own nothing have nothing in this realm, in this new asset class? It's a new asset class, so they have to think about it. So yes, the Ethereum network and Solana are very exciting to us, so each of them has a different job to do. I love that there's a little fight. Competitors are always welcome as long as they don't cheat. Yes, when we worked on the digital wallet, we said, okay, let's see how many steps it takes for a customer to pay a business, and that was 9 steps, with those 2 added. There are many more agents, but these were the most direct ones. That's a 2% to 4% tax on everything you buy, even if you use agents, credit cards, or something else. Think about that. Cutting that tax rate by a huge amount will make access much better. Yes, this is the question we get all the time. Is that a bubble? Also, we're telling them no, this is not a bubble. Something very important is going on. Was electricity a balloon? Right on, right on. Is there too much money going after the same thing now? That's possible. Let me tell you, we've had in, and you know the news. I'm not going to tell you anything new, but we've been moving away from Nvidia because we know that story is well known, which it is. And big thanks to Jensen Huang and his great team. So much of the work that got us to this point has been done by them. Now though, the companies in our portfolio that are seriously undervalued and not seen for what AI will make possible are the ones with a lot of domain knowledge, especially in macro, which is one of your favorite areas, Peter. So people with strong domain knowledge and AI knowledge should take this seriously. Those who do well will be able to get their products to the right people, whether they work alone or with others, and most importantly, they will be able to use their own unique data, which is data that no one else has. Thanks for coming along with us on this interesting trip into the worlds of crypto and trading. If you liked what we talked about today and want to stay up to date on crypto news and market views, don't forget to click the bell below and click the subscribe button. If you subscribe, you'll become a part of our growing group and be the only one who can see our latest analyses and strategies. I can't wait for the next video with you.